All right, pizza lovers, listen up. If you've ever found yourself standing in the frozen aisle, overwhelmed by the sheer number of pizza boxes staring back at you, you're not alone. We've all wondered, is there actually a frozen pizza out there that can satisfy those late-night cravings or rescue a lazy Friday night? Well, today, we're going on a journey through the freezer section, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one. I put my taste buds on the line to answer the age-old question. Out of all the frozen pizzas you see every time you hit the grocery store, which one is actually worth your dough? I'm talking about the ones you pass by every week, the ones you've maybe tried once, and the ones you've always been curious about but never dared to buy. And let's be honest, with so many brands and styles, it's easy to get lost in the sauce, literally. Today, I'm revealing the champion. And honestly, the results might just melt your mind. Some of these pizzas were total underdogs, and a few big names didn't live up to the hype. There were surprises, disappointments, and a few slices that had us questioning everything we thought we knew about frozen pizza. First up, let's talk contenders. I scoured the freezer section and grabbed every brand I could get my hands on. No pizza left behind. We're talking about the classics, the newcomers, the budget picks, and even a few gourmet options that claim to bring the pizzeria experience home. I loaded my oven with every big-name frozen pizza I could find. Pepperoni, veggie, stuffed crust, you name it. Thin crust, deep dish, gluten-free, and even a couple of cauliflower crusts for the adventurous. I wanted to make sure every style and dietary preference was represented, so nobody gets left out of the pizza party. There were classics like DiGiorno and Red Baron, new school favorites like Outsiders, and a few wild cards I couldn't resist tossing into the ring. I even threw in a couple of local brands you might not have heard of, just to keep things interesting. And let's not forget the cult favorites, Screamin' Sicilian, California Pizza Kitchen, Amy's, and even Trader Joe's. Each one came out bubbling, cheesy, and ready for its shot at pizza glory. The kitchen smelled like a pizzeria, and honestly, my excitement was off the charts. There's something magical about that moment when you open the oven and the aroma just hits you. Suddenly, you're 8 years old again at your best friend's birthday party. Now on to the taste test, where the real magic and chaos happened. I gathered a few friends because, let's be real, pizza is meant to be shared, and I needed backup for this carb-heavy mission. We set up a blind taste test, so no one knew which brand they were eating. I judged every slice on 3 things: taste, texture, and that all-important "will I actually eat this again" factor. We took notes, debated crust thickness, and even argued over the perfect cheese-to-sauce ratio. There were heated discussions about whether a crispy crust beats a chewy one, and if a tangy sauce is better than a sweet one. Some bites hit me with nostalgia from my college days. You know the kind, those pizzas that taste like late-night study sessions or movie marathons with friends. There's just something about a classic pepperoni slice that takes you right back to simpler times. Others, let's just say, left me questioning my life choices. There were a few slices that made me wonder how they even made it onto store shelves. One pizza in particular had a crust so bland it tasted like it was made out of recycled notebook paper. There were ooey-gooey cheese pulls, crispy crust surprises, and more than a few dramatic reactions, like when a surprisingly decent veggie pie almost made me faint. And don't get me started on the stuffed crusts. Some were a revelation, others, not so much. I'll never forget the look on my friend's face when she bit into a stuffed crust that was basically just a hollow tube of disappointment. And let me be real, a few brands crashed and burned. Some crusts were so tough I thought I'd need a chainsaw to get through them. There was one pizza that looked amazing on the box, but came out of the oven looking like it had survived a house fire. Sorry, insert meme loser pizza here, but you lost me at cardboard crust. If your pizza tastes like the box it came in, it's a no from me. And don't even get me started on the ones with rubbery cheese. If I wanted to chew on a tire, I'd go to a mechanic, not my freezer. After all the cheese, sauce, and very scientific snacking, it was time for the results. We tallied up the scores, compared notes, and even had a heated debate or two about which pizza deserved the crown. There were passionate arguments for and against certain brands. One friend even threatened to walk out if her favorite didn't make the top 3. I crunched the numbers, tallied the taste, and there was one clear winner. No contest. This pizza didn't just win, it dominated every category. It was the kind of pizza that made everyone at the table stop and go, "Wait, which one is this?" Picture this: golden crust, stretchy cheese, sauce that actually has flavor. Every bite was a perfect balance of crispy, chewy, and savory. The cheese was perfectly gooey, the sauce had just the right amount of tang, and the crust was sturdy enough to hold up but soft enough to make you want another slice. The winner? Winner brand. It blew away the competition and set a new standard for frozen pizza in my book. Even the skeptics at the table had to admit, this was next-level frozen pizza. I did not see that coming, but wow, it absolutely destroyed the competition. Even my pickiest friend went back for seconds and thirds. And let me tell you, that never happens. Seriously, if you want a frozen pizza night that feels like a cheat code for happiness, grab a Winner brand. It's the kind of pizza that makes you forget you're eating something from your freezer. I've already added it to my regular grocery list, and I'm not looking back. And here's a pro tip. Toss on a handful of fresh mozzarella or a sprinkle of basil right before serving. You'll thank me later. A little extra love goes a long way, and suddenly your frozen pizza feels gourmet. Sometimes I even add a drizzle of olive oil or a pinch of red pepper flakes for that extra kick. So what about you? Are you loyal to a classic? Or do you have a secret favorite you think could take the crown? Maybe you're a diehard for the old school brands, or maybe you've discovered a hidden gem that nobody else knows about. Did I get it totally right? Or is your favorite still waiting for its moment in the oven spotlight? Maybe there's a hidden gem I missed. Let me know. I'm always on the lookout for new brands to try, so if you've got a recommendation, drop it in the comments. Drop your frozen pizza ride or die in the comments, and if you want more tasty tests, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. I'm always on the hunt for the next great bite, so your recommendations might just be my next taste test. And hey, if you want to see us tackle frozen lasagna, chicken nuggets, or even ice cream, let me know. No food is off limits here. Until next time, keep that cheese melty, crust crispy, and pizza opinion spicy. And remember, life's too short for bad pizza. See you in the next slice. And if you're still hungry, check out my other taste tests, linked right here. Stay cheesy, friends!